Hello, GSHS. Let's start off today's show with an announcement. If you are a past, current, or future French student and would like to participate in the annual caroling in the halls that will take place next Thursday during 4th block, please come to room 259, Tuesdays and Thursdays during advisory to practice. Now to weather with Tori.
Thank you, Chris. This weekend is going to be really chilly, so remember your jackets. Today it will be cloudy with a high of 30 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. As for Saturday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 40 degrees and a low of 26 degrees. And finally, Sunday there will be a high of 44 degrees and a low of 34 degrees, with a 60% chance of scattered showers. That's all I have for weather. Thank you. Back to Chris.
Thanks, Tori. Now here's Jake with a quick PSA on 2-hour delays.
If there's ever a delay or cancellation due to bad weather conditions, the information will be broadcast as early in the morning as possible from Channel 2, Channel 4, and Channel 11, or the websites for those stations. Students, during severe weather conditions, your parents are the judge and you will be excused if you cannot make it safely to school or a bus stop. Parents are also to be the judges as to how long you should wait for a late bus. If there's ever an early dismissal, it will be announced on the channels mentioned earlier. There will still be breakfast during a 1-hour delay, but not a 2-hour delay. Calling the school, administrative offices, or radio stations only ties up the phone lines and makes it very difficult to get information to the news stations and emergency personnel, so please don't do that. All this information can be found on the school website. Thank you for your cooperation. Now back to Chris.
Thanks, Jake. A quick reminder to those going to the dance. You had to be here today to go, so to all of the students that bought tickets and are not here, you will not be able to attend the dance. Now to sports with Gabe.
Thanks, Chris. Today the Greensburg-Salem basketball team is facing Laurel Highlands at the middle school at 4 p.m., and tomorrow we'll be hosting a wrestling tourney at our very own high school from 8 a.m. to 4:55 p.m. In national sports, the Pittsburgh Steelers play the Patriots. If they win this game, they clinch the first seed in our conference. Penguins lost 2-1 from the Vegas Golden Knights. Former goaltender for the Penguins, Mark Fleury, received lots of love from his fans as he played for the Knights that night. That's all for me. Now back to Chris.
Thanks, Gabe. What's going on over the weekend, Derek?
Well, Chris, for those looking to do something fun and festive over the weekend, the Overleys Country Christmas in Greensburg may be the event for you. Overleys Country Christmas features a Christmas village, a Santa's workshop, and horse-drawn sleigh rides. The festival will end on the 1st of January, so be sure to get there soon. Tomorrow at the Palace Theater, the Westmoreland Symphony Orchestra will be playing live. The concert begins at 7:30 p.m. and ends at 9 o'clock. Also this Sunday, you can visit Kennywood's Holidays Lights Festival. Finally, tonight, Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, storms into theaters to make its theatrical debut. I'll have more on this film for you later on in the program. That's all for me, GS. But Chris, is there anything else you need to mention before we wrap things up?
Now that's all. However, before we end our show, here's to Derek with a special report.
Thank you. Today is December 15th, which is the opening release night for Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. For my independent story, I have my good friend Christian Saul with me to just sit here and talk about what we expect to see in the film. So, the biggest question, I think, surrounding The Last Jedi is who is the Snoke character? Who do you think Snoke is?
Okay, so I've heard a lot of theories about this, and I believe that Snoke is an ancient Force being who was he obviously he's been around for a while. They've said that, but I believe he's also like kind of like a Force vampire, sucking and like draining the Force out of like those around him.
I've seen that theory, and that explains why he's so deformed.
Yeah, like his face is all messed up, and then like he's gonna use like maybe Luke or maybe Rey, because maybe she's stronger than Luke since he's getting like older and everything. Right. But use him to like get all his youth back and like become at full strength and power.
We've seen in the trailer Luke not willing to train Rey because he thinks that she's too powerful. And we've seen kind of like clips in the trailer where Kylo offers to teach Rey. Do you think Rey is going to turn to the dark side? Do you think Kylo Ren's going to turn over to the light side? What do you think anything's going to happen, or?
I don't think she's gonna turn. But I would love to see it because I feel like in the original trilogy, Luke was actually supposed to turn to the dark side and take up his father's place as Darth Vader, but that didn't happen. They swapped it at the very end and made him, like, be all good and everything. I think if they actually made Rey turn bad, it would be like a huge twist, because you expect her to be like, she's the good guy in the film.
And it's like, oh no, what are they gonna do now?
Yeah, like, you got two Sith Lords, or two Siths, and you got Snoke. Yeah, and then the old man Luke.
All right, so after Episode 9 is released, they are planning another Star Wars trilogy. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be sequels, not prequels. But this time, they're not going to feature any Skywalker characters, which I think in and of itself is kind of a big spoiler, because, you figure something's going to happen to Luke and Leia, either in this film or the next. But nonetheless, do you think, like, a new Star Wars trilogy can survive without a Skywalker being the main character?
Well, Star Wars is deeply rooted within family ties, and I think if they, break free of the Skywalker, it would kind of be destroying what they're built on.
All right, that's it. That is our little preview for The Last Jedi. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and go see it. I know you're going to go see it. It's Star Wars. And have fun, and that's all for us, DS.